Hey Virgos, this is Paragia Tarot. I am here to do your reading for today. Today, let's ask the, and I wanted to share again with you guys, very soon I'm going to be offering a membership option. And what that's going to be is that every single day that I have a free reading, like I'm just about to do right now, I will also have an extended reading that is for members only. And so that's going to be like roughly about like 25 extended readings a month. So pretty soon you guys should be able to sign up for that if you want it. We're going to go into some pretty great detail and give you guys some good tea or whatever the kids are calling it these days. So, all right. So let's ask the universe. Universe, the person on my Virgo's mind, what are their true motives towards Virgo? What are the person on Virgo's mind? What are their true motives towards Virgo? Okay, this is somebody who I feel almost like they're so stuck in their head about you that they're almost trying to like do something kind of reckless or do something that'll distract them so that they can stop thinking. Like, I think it's almost like they're hoping that they can come to a state of revelation because they're feeling so scared to approach you, so shy about messaging you that like they're trying to, also this person could be, could take action towards you that's shocking. Oh wow. That doesn't belong in there. Yeah, but this is somebody who, they certainly want victory with you. It's like, this is somebody who has a hard time dealing with any other emotion other than victory. It's like almost like they block that out. It's like a range of emotion that they're not comfortable with. Yeah, because they're really scared of heartbreak. Like, they take it so hard. There's something about their internal nature, their emotional nature, that they have a really hard time with stuff like that. So yeah, this is somebody who has been trying to push that away, to push the possibility of that away. And it's like they're trying to distract themselves. They're trying to maybe, kind of, yeah, because they're really afraid that like it's over, or maybe they could have something about their lifestyle or their current spiritual state that is causing them to just kind of assume rejection and assume failure rather than be able to see through such influences. Like if this is somebody who has a substance abuse problem, that definitely depresses the mind and the emotions, and is gonna, and if you don't have much of a spiritual life, you're not going to have much clarity. So this could be somebody who kind of automatically just jumps into despair and jumps into defeat. And so they have a tendency to kind of like try to block everything out and just like emulate, like just exude this cockiness. Yeah, you could be dealing with a fire sign, so an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Yeah, so this could be somebody who, or just somebody who, has a strong sense of like ego. What are their true motives towards Virgo? Yeah, they're, okay, I'll take you out, mister. So Virgo's person, what are their true motives towards Virgo for the long term in terms of commitment or in terms of loyalty? This is somebody who has deep feelings for you. They are wanting to make things right with you. They want your forgiveness. I feel like that's the first thing they want, is they want emotional forgiveness and peace. I almost feel like they're so tormented by the thought of your anger that they can't even think about the future. Yeah, it's like they can't even really see ahead of this deep need for you to forgive them. It's almost like until they can experience that feeling like you forgave them, they can't come out of their insecurities. Yeah. And until they've come out of that place of insecurity, it's like they can't they can't use their heart to see what they want ahead of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. With the Hierophant in the reverse, this could be somebody who needs to come out of some kind of a commitment, needs to either just legally, like maybe if they separated from someone years ago, but they're still technically married to them or something like that. Or this could be a situation where somebody needs to, actually leave somebody. But what I'm sensing here is that this is more like a philosophical kind of confusion. Like they're just really not sure what they think. They feel like they can't see straight right now because they're so stressed about You know, I feel like also that they feel like connecting with you is going to give them clarity. Yeah, they just don't have this clarity that they need. This could also be somebody who feels like they want to see you face to face. You know, it's almost like you can't really know how somebody feels. Yeah, they're so up in the air about and not knowing where you're coming from or what to do, because it's like they need clarity. Yeah, they need clarity in this situation. So underneath the deck, we have the Temperance to the Ace of Wands. So there could be a Sagittarius in this situation, but I definitely feel like this is somebody who wants to take action towards healing things with you. They really want to heal things with you. And it's like the moment that they've done that, they'll feel empowered again. Like they can see straight, see ahead, you know, and that they'll get their confidence back to be able to take action. Yeah, with the Three of Swords here. Oh gosh. And the Ace of Cups is trying to come out, so I'm just going to pull it out. So the Three of Swords to the Ace of Cups in the reverse. So this is somebody who's really, really worried about having their heart broken by you and offering you this cup and just having it poured out onto the ground. Yeah, we have two aces here. So we have three aces. So this is definitely somebody who wants a brand new start with you. But they're really worried about it being thrown away and discarded. Maybe because of like a third party or some, you know, dynamic thing. Yeah, so this person is like avoiding the conflict so that they don't have to experience rejection. But what it's mainly based in here is the fact that they just don't know where you're coming from. They don't know where you're coming from. And so they have their guard up. They're being cold. They're trying to protect themselves because they just don't. They're trying to stay in control and protect themselves because they just don't know where you're coming from. But with the Ten of Pentacles here, you could be dealing with a Leo as well. With the Ten of so they're just holding back. With the Ten of Pentacles here, they could be seeking the. It's like they can't find their core. They can't find their truth, and so they could be, you know, trying to absorb a sense of foundation and solidarity from the people, their family, people in their immediate surroundings. Maybe they're just kind of like sitting in the background, kind of like waiting, trying to figure out what they want to do, just kind of like biding their time. But yeah, definitely holding back. But with the Tower here, there could be, I feel like they could be pushing this towards a fiery climax. I don't feel like there's no, you know, passion or desire here. I definitely feel like there's strong passion, and that with the infinity symbol here over the mind, this is somebody who is definitely thinking about you all the time, and that it's like I'm seeing, you know, a connection between these two cards where it's like the head with the infinity symbol is the same as the top of the tower that bursts into flames and with the crown falls off. It's like they get to the point where they're like, I can't take it anymore, and it'll just burst, and that they're gonna like do something or take action because they just can't stand this like cerebral pressure. Universe, what is this King of Wands to the Six of Cups? And again, what are, so rejection, did this come out earlier? Abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. Yeah, that's what it's about. They're feeling irrational fear that they're going to be rejected, and so they're hiding. And with this King of Wands energy, they're very sensitive to slights on their character. It's like what I'm seeing here is this big king and then this tiny little gecko. And it's like he's trying to present himself as this big king with these princely robes, but he feels inside like this little tiny gecko down at the bottom, like small, very small. So what is this King of Wands to... And I would say also that because of this Ten of Pentacles here, with the Hierophant as well in the reading, that their intentions are most likely that they want commitment. They want family and commitment. We'll get into it more. So what is this King of Wands to the Six of Cups energy? Oh, okay. Healing in the reverse. So this is somebody who doesn't want the situation to be released or purged. You know, it's like they don't want you. It's like they want this to be healed, but they don't want you to like let them go and move on. With the distance here, I'm sensing that they've been staying, you know, at a distance, but it's not because they don't care. It's because they're being avoidant and they've been afraid of rejection from you. Again, universe, what is this person's intention towards Virgo? Stress in the reverse. So this is someone who wants to end the turbulence, the tension, you know, of what they feel in this situation. That's the main thing I feel like the universe is saying, is that this is somebody who feels like they don't know what they want until they have, you know, received that peace and clarity that will come from making peace with you and ending this stress. Because it's like there's just this profound pressure inside of them building up, and that pressure is making them it's almost like pushing them into to act in ways or to want things that they don't really want. It's confusing them, it's confusing their emotions, you know, and it's making them kind of want to run away from the situation rather than face it. What is this? Is there anything else for the Six of Cups? Yeah, so this person is trying to not fall into hopelessness, despair, that sinking feeling. All right, universe, what is this Seven of Cups to the Hierophant in the reverse? Realization in the reverse. Yeah, so this is just somebody who, they feel stuck. They feel confused. They feel like they can't see really, you know, the forest for the trees. And without that, they can't decide what they want to do. Universe, can you tell me anything about this person on my Virgo's mind? What are their motives towards Virgo in this situation? Is there anything you can tell us? Oh, so yeah, again, it's just the earth sign in the reverse. So this is like the fact that they don't have clarity from you on where you stand. It means that they don't have clarity inside of themselves right now. Anything else you can tell me? No. Okay, fine. Yeah, sorry guys, the cards tell me what they want to tell me. So what is this Hierophant in the reverse to the Ace of Swords in the reverse? Hoping. So this is somebody who, despite that, they are trying to hope. And, you know, it's almost like all of this breakdown of their logical mind is just making them, is bearing, you know, their emotions to the point where it's just like all they can do is nakedly hope and sort of nakedly try to have faith and feel, you know, what they feel. Family in the reverse. So there could be some kind of motivation to do with family. Maybe they could be thinking that they want to start a family, or they would need to break up with somebody with whom they have a family. Something about that. Again, it could be that they need to tell you something that they're scared to tell you about, something to do with that. And this is what has them all up in their head. Universe, what is this Ace of Swords in the reverse? They could be hoping that maybe that you don't find out about something to do. Yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, look at that. Obscurity, secrets, mysteries, and concealing. They're hoping, it's almost like they're hoping that you don't find out about something. For some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, they're hoping that you don't find out about something to do with maybe a pregnancy or a third party. Yeah, running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. It's like they're trying to keep something that they've done invisible. But I feel like even with that, you know, that their thoughts are driving them crazy, and it's going to come to a head with this, with the Tower here. Okay, what is this Ace of Swords in the reverse to the Two of Pentacles in the reverse? Return. Yeah, so this person is going to return because it's like they need to. It's like they're being driven crazy by their own guilt and their own, you know, thoughts and their own passion and intensity, because it's like they're stuck in this place where it's like they know that they want to, what I'm sensing is that they know they want to come back to you, and in all honesty, I think that they know that they want to be with you, but they're just having to like delude themselves and pretend like maybe that's not what they want, or maybe that's not how they feel, because in all reality, they're afraid to tell you something, is what I'm sensing, that they don't want, that they think that you might totally reject them for. Again, this is not necessarily everybody's story. It's kind of specific, but it feels like that. Like they're kind of like telling themselves that they're confused, when in all reality, it's just that they're terrified that you're going to reject them outright when they tell you something. So that's going to be for some of you guys. Is there anything else that you can tell me about this this return? What is it that potentially will happen? So this is somebody who is basically understanding that they're not really confused. They need to come out of that. And what it is that they either have been non-committal, or they need to come out of another commitment, or they're realizing that they did not act in a way that was committed, and that they just need to take accountability for that rather than play all these games. You know, because these memories of you, the reminiscing and the dwelling and the bittersweet memories, is driving them crazy. They're really being driven crazy about what they feel that they're losing out on with you, because they know the value that it has. And so this is what's really driving them crazy. Is there anything else about this return? Thinking, missing you, craving, desiring you. So I'd say that this is definitely that's definitely how they're feeling right now, but that they're also going to probably tell you that that's how they feel. All right, universe, can you tell me anything about this return from my Virgo's person? Any details about the situation, or what will be said? Yeah, they'll be back. Expect to hear from them soon. Yeah, so this is somebody who is hoping that you will not move on and go off with someone else. They don't want you to move on, because they basically, you know, what is their long-term intention towards my Virgo? What is this person's long-term? And I'm seeing right here on this card, unsure. They're unsure. I don't think that they're necessarily completely unsure. I think that really what it's more about is that they are worried. I mean, they could be to a degree, but I think it's more about the fact that they want you, but they maybe feel like, well, maybe I don't know Virgo completely well enough to, you know, to make that final decision, you know, but I feel like what it really is that mainly about the fact that, like, they feel so much self-deprecation about what they've done, potentially, that they don't feel sure in terms of their ability to believe that you would want them enough to reach out their emotions and have an expectation towards you, because that's like putting themselves forth to be rejected. Universe, can you tell me anything about when this return will happen with my Virgo's person? So this says next summer, but I feel like it's just summer. I don't think there's a card in here that just says summer. So I think it's like during the summer. Also 13 could be significant. So the 13th of a month, maybe the 13th of August. Universe, can you tell me anything about when my Virgos can expect to hear from this person? Oh, today. So for some of you today, and 52 could be a significant number. So someone could be 52 years old or be born in 52. Universe, when can my Virgo? Time, for some of you, time is frozen. So whatever that means for you, you know, for some of you, time is frozen. This could mean that this person is frozen in reminiscence about you, wanting to just kind of hold on to the past. Could mean several things. And then right here, we have next month looks promising, and 35 could be a significant number. Let's get another card for you guys over here. Universe, what can you tell me about this situation, my Virgo's person, and their intentions towards Virgo? I keep seeing that unsure, unclear, uncertain. But it's just because they just can't, they don't know how they feel. They don't know how you feel. Yeah, bring love into the situation. What I think it is that the situation has been so harsh and so like cold for long enough that they don't know how to say what they feel, because they haven't encountered you for so long, you know, so they don't know how you feel, and they don't know what kind of emotions still dwell between the two of you. That's what it is. Yeah. They don't know what's between the two of you. And so that's how they don't know whether or not they want to have a future with you, because, you know, it really depends on what kind of emotions are still there. And here we have step out of your comfort zone. So this person is having trouble stepping out of their comfort zone. And your dreams need a practical plan. So essentially this person is dreaming and dreaming and dreaming, fantasizing, and yet this is like, you need to take action. You need to do something in the practical realm, because you're basically sabotaging and ruining whatever it is that you're, you know, thinking about. So Virgos, I believe that that is your reading. I hope that this has helped you, and I will speak to you guys soon. Keep your eyes out for that new membership option. All right, bye-bye.